I need to make a video to get some stuff off my chest. And it's about adoptees not having a right to know who they are, to know what medical history they have, to know, even for hell, where their ancestors came from. I don't think a lot of non-adoptees understand how that is so detrimental to adoptees. I myself am an adoptee. And there's always that something that's missing in your life. And the fact that we don't even have the right in most states to have access to that information, I think is so disgusting. It makes me so angry. I see so many friends, people that I've met online in these amazing groups, and their life is like crumbling all the time. They don't have any answers to who they are. They don't know why they have all these health problems or conditions. They don't know how to treat these things because they don't know where to look, where to start. So when I see things about how states won't open up adoption records and how you have to go through months and months and maybe years to even get this, non-identifying information from a caseworker or from whoever the hell you can find that took care of your adoption. In most cases, in some cases, these were black market adoptions. Yes, you heard me right, black market adoptions. It happens, it still happens, and it really happened in the past. You know, I don't think it's fair that birth parents have a right to hide and to be a coward and to not care that by not giving this information and not allowing their blood, their child, to have this information that could save their lives one day or treat them for a disease that's debilitating or just hard to live with is disgusting. I don't think it's fair. I think it's cruel. I think it's wrong. I think there's no moral behind it. A lot of people won't understand where I'm coming from because a lot of people aren't adopted. If you were raised with your family, you don't have to have these concerns. You could just go to your mom and say, hey, does breast cancer run in my family? Does Hashimoto's disease run in my family? Does diabetes even? These are the questions that adoptees have. Why don't they have a right to have those answers? People don't think about this. And when I hear people say like, oh, you should be grateful you were adopted. To me personally, I don't care. But to a majority of the adoption community, that is so harsh to say to them. You have no idea what adoptees go through. You think just because someone's adopted, that because their family paid for them and adopted them, that they loved them and treated them like a normal biological daughter or son? You're out of your mind. There's so many people that are adopted and are abused and neglected and treated like the sheep of the family and are left out and made to feel different. That is not okay. So I just wanted to bring that up because I see it all too often in the adoption community. And when people say that, you have no idea what that could mean to someone that it would offend. I think all states in the United States should have open access to their adoption records, to their original birth certificates. Yeah, we can't even get our original birth certificates. I mean, that's crazy. That's insane. You know, I know multiple people that have been searching for 20, 25 years, 30, 40 years. and they still can't find their biological family. Do you know what that's like for them? To die, or thinking of dying, not knowing who they are, not knowing where they come from, not knowing who they look like. Do you know what that does to somebody? Growing up in a family where you look nothing like anybody. You just have no idea. I wish people were more educated and realized what's going on with the adoption communities. I wish that people would speak up more. Even if you're not adopted, speak up. Get your states involved. Get these records open for future adoptions. Make it mandatory to sign medical information about the history of the family. Were there diabetes? Were there heart disease? Was there cancers? Was there this, that? Doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if it's a stupid, minute little thing. Adoptees should have a right to that. That's not fair. I just really wish that things weren't so corrupt when it comes to certain topics, and adoption is one of them. Adoption is corrupted. It is beyond horrible what people have to go through to get information. I think they should have a right that if their biological family doesn't want to get to know them, fine. But I think that the adoptee should be able to have a right to at least see what the family looked like, to at least have that closure in their life. And non-adoptees will never understand that. I don't think they can. I don't think that they can understand that. Where do I get my eye color from? Where do I get my hair color from? What about my nose or my eyes? Who am I? I hear that all the time, and I see it. I pray for every adoptee out there that you find your answers and that you can get those answers. Because a lot of people haven't, and so many are searching and dying to know who they are and who their family is. So I'll end saying this. If you are a birth mother or birth father and you know you had a child that was put up for adoption, if they do contact you, don't shut them out. They're not trying to invade in your life to destroy your life. They're not trying to upturn it and let your big secret get out if it was a secret. They just have questions and they want some answers. Don't be afraid to answer those questions. They're not going to come in and all of a sudden be like, oh, I want to meet everyone in the family. I want to have a family get together, this and that. Because that's not how it is. They just want to know. They just want to know. Is that wrong? I mean, and if you are a birth mother who's thinking of adoption, please, please, I beg of you, fill out the medical history form. Fill out whatever you can to give that adoptee some sort of something, to feel some sort of closure in their life. They'll never have full closure, but at least if they have something, it'll be better than nothing. And for the adoptees that are looking, keep looking. Your day will come. And when that day comes, my heart is with you. My tears of joy are with you. And I just pray that all adoptees get the same rights that biological mothers and fathers and families have. They have all their information, everything like that. I just hope one day we can live in a nation where we can know who we are and know where we came from and not live in a life of lies and hiding and scared. Because people are scared. They don't want their adopted child to find them. And it's wrong. And it's hurtful. I've seen many adoptees find their biological family, and it is just disastrous. And that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Why don't you think about your adopted child before yourself? Think about what they might have gone through or not gone through. So to all my adoptees, much love to you, and keep on trucking. Bye.